Welcome to a brand new episode of the Oracles. My name is Manelisi, and with me is the beautiful, this superstar Oracle Z Mazibu. Z, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing? How's the day going? Evening, rather. How is the day?
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. My evening's all right, I guess. Yeah, it's just one of those days again. I feel like days like today have been quite happening quite a lot, where it's just been one of
Sometimes.
those days. Yeah, so I don't know. It is one of those days. I don't want to make it like a regular thing, but it is
Mm-hmm.
December. It's been it's been a bit of a toughish kind of year, but we are here. Yeah, we are blessed to be here. But yeah, how's your evening? How's your evening going?
My evening is going pretty okay. I feel like now time is moving. Earlier in the actually, I think from around 3 p.m. time started moving. But before that, I'm chilling there by my laptop. I'm working. I'm just like time is not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Because I feel like we should be at a point where we just spinning around our chairs, playing around with the mouse. But my work dog, I have so much work. I'm just like, why me? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? But it'll be fine. But
yeah,
my evening is going alright. Yeah,
yeah,
and get up knocked off. So after this, I'm just gonna try and take it easy, have a cup of tea, and come down.
yeah, yeah. No, we'll be okay. We'll be all right. So today
Oh,
there's a couple of things actually that I want for us to talk about. So first of all, something I think we'll talk about along maybe towards the end is
okay.
the our plans, or rather what we want to see happen with the oracles next year in 2024. So I don't know if you have your list ready with you, or if you know, but then Gonna, we don't want to like do the entire list. Maybe share like one or two things.
Like I just said, one,
Yeah.
one,
Yeah, yeah,
literally.
maybe just one. Now, because we're obviously not going to share everything that we
Yes.
have on the list. Because I think I have like seven on the list on my end.
Mm.
But yeah, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that.
I
And
have like
also
four or five,
last
but I'll
week,
literally give them one.
yeah, you can only think of one that you want to share.
Now I have four or five literally that I've written down, but I'm only giving them one. I'm not giving
Okay.
away any of them. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm looking forward to hearing what that is, what that one thing is. But also, last week, the Grammy Academy was celebrating 50 years of hip hop. So I think this might have been like the third one this year, because they did it first initially at the Grammy Awards in when did the Grammy Awards happen? I think it was in February.
Was it Feb?
Yeah,
Around
I
there.
think
Around
yeah,
there.
around there, January, February,
Yeah.
somewhere there. And then they did one in August as well.
Mm.
And they also did the third one last week. Now, the one that they did last week was actually the much bigger one, and yeah, the much bigger one. The executive producer for it is Questlove. The Grammy Academy hired Questlove to be the executive producer for it.
Wow.
So he shared quite a few things around that whole thing. So we'll discuss that as well. But where I want us to start first is someone that not a lot of people might actually know about, who had quite a big impact somewhat in South African hip hop. He
Mm-hmm.
worked with Slick on worked on Slick on Life, yeah. Worked at Slick on Life. He has a pretty huge hand. He had a pretty heavy hand in South African media, South African hip hop, which is Ndu, who passed on over the weekend, which was quite a sad thing to hear, because it was literally unexpected. Yeah, like it just happened out of nowhere.
Like when isiZulu sithanda ukuthi umuntu uzumile, and that's literally what Undwood did. I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way. And I think, remember, we saw him go back to the city, right? Then
Mm.
by that Hennessy booth and whatnot. But another funny thing is, I was with him at the touchline venue. Boys in the Hood tour in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And that's the last time I saw him. And I'm just like, when you hear someone passing and they're like, but I was just with this person, or I just spoke to him. And for me, that was weeks ago, right? And I'm just thinking about the people who he was with literally that Saturday.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, I see the people he was with. We were all just laughing together on Twitter that Saturday night, laughing in the Baye Papa. And,
Yeah.
everyone was just having a discourse over Papa. And knowing how Ndu was, he, how, and that conversation started earlier in the day. And now everyone is just having a pub discourse. And I remember those are like the last few tweets of his that he sent out. You know how Ndu always had, Ndu spoke nonsense, guys. Ndu always had, Ndu always, and I think that's one thing about him. And also, I liked how he would say, I want to tell you guys a story, but I know you guys won't believe me.
Yeah.
Then he goes off on a tangent, just like, as I just saw my parade two fighting. One was kicked in the stomach and Wakafula in BMW. I'm just like, Ndu, come on. Ndu, please. So he was that guy. And even on Saturday, when I look back to his tweets, he was just whiling about it, Papa and everything. And those are like the few last tweets that we saw of, like, from him.
Mm.
So, when you wake up, and I think around 10 a.m., I was at the salon actually with my friend, and I'm not accompanying someone, just on your phone the whole time. And I see two tweets, I think, from Phil and I think one other person. I'm just like, there's no way. Automatic, no one just sees something and it just shut down.
Yeah.
I literally pressed off the power button and I just like, I don't want to see this. And then my best friend saw my reaction. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, dude, I think Ndu passed away. Then I went on WhatsApp and I saw tough photos posting like statuses and stuff. I was like, damn, bro, what do you mean? You were literally just all laughing together a couple of hours ago. You go to his Instagram, his story is still up. He was chilling at his place, getting ready to enjoy like a night with the boys and whatever. And I'm just like, what is this life, hey?
Yeah, like
what is this life?
It's and it was like, again, it was really, really unexpected. And the funny thing is that Ndu was actually the one who started the whole thing, or rather popularized the home safe thing on Twitter. Z?
Okay, I lost you. He popularized that?
Oh yeah. I was saying that he pretty much popularized the whole home safe thing on Twitter.
Yeah.
Where when you've gone out for the night, where as soon as you get home, you post on Twitter home safe. And he's the guy
that odd hours.
Yeah.
You even do it at 9 a.m. It's just like, Andu, what are you doing? Home safe at 9 a.m. And the one time he didn't say home safe, it's the one day where he literally just.
Yeah. Because I actually, I found it a bit ironic that, and actually it was a bit of my worry, because I later found out how he actually passed, and it was pretty much unavoidable. It was definitely unavoidable. But I was worried that it might have been like a car accident or something, which would have been a bit of an irony, where he's the one who's always tweeted home safe, and then now this happens. But yeah, it's unfortunate that we've lost such a guy. And I saw also on Instagram, Slicker actually, because Slicker with his captions very, very long. Whenever he posts something, especially something that means that is important to him, and Do was very, very important to him. So he posted on Instagram talking about how they actually fought quite a lot, and but also at the same time how much of a great guy he was. Because even though they sometimes butted heads at work, but he did it respectfully, and also at the same time they were able to get over whatever it is that was happening. And whenever they did butt heads, it was something that mattered to both of them, and was actually putting everything into place, and still would do his work like he was very, very important to how the Slick on Life works, and also recognized how much Slick on Life changed his life. and he would actually quite share that with people quite a lot. That if it wasn't for Slicker on Life, he wouldn't be what he was. The kind of person that he was, and the work that he did. So he was that kind of person. Everyone liked him. Everyone loved him.
Literally, he was
Yeah,
a single person.
truly incredible guy. So it's a huge loss. Not a lot of people know his impact. They don't know what it did for the hip hop culture in South Africa. But it's a huge loss, an incredibly huge loss.
It is, man. And when people are posting memories and stuff, I saw a video of him and Rick, and I'm just like, it's a lot, man. A lot is happening, and
So,
it just continues to lose people. And I'm just like, when is it all gonna end? Like, even
yeah,
if it's not forever, but just can you catch a break? At this point, it just feels like somebody is just, taking their last breath, and it's a painful thing, man. It's a painful thing, especially when it's so sudden. I
yeah,
always felt like it's better when you see someone fall sick. Yes, it's not easy to accept, but at least it's just like, I saw this person struggling or suffering,
mm,
and when they eventually take their last breath, it's like it's painful, but at least they're at peace, you know.
yeah,
But for you to be chilling with a person right now, watching football, having Hennessy, whatever, and that person just drops, it's it's a wild thing. I feel like it's gonna take a while before his friends they're never gonna get over it, but for them to heal, man, I know it's gonna take a while. We lost
yeah,
a great one. Then he was such an amazing guy, guys.
yeah.
He was an amazing guy.
Yeah, that's true. And also, beside, okay, I mean, his family wasn't really there, but uh, what is also beautiful about it, in a way, I guess, is that he was actually with people who loved him. Because I saw
Yeah,
with some tweets that people sent out that it was actually with very, very close friends, people
yeah,
who loved him and he loved, and that truly respected one another. So, I
yeah,
mean, in some ways, if you're gonna go, at least go with people who feel that way
yeah,
about you. It's not just people in jail
yeah.
somewhere that people who are only there for a good time, but people that you actually have solid memories with and people that you have a solid relationship with, and that's what happened with him.
Literally. To wrap it off, this type of one of his closest friends was like, then when I said I'll be with you till the end, I didn't think it would be this soon. Because he's one of those guys who was literally with him till the end,
Yeah,
you know? I just like, and they became such a family. I would see them like wherever they went, they were always together.
yeah,
That squad was always together. So for him to literally take his last breath with his friends around him, painful, but also I feel like how Abakoko they always say, I want everyone to come down this December.
mm,
Then she passes away when everyone is there.
yeah,
I feel like with his friends it was literally that.
yeah,
It's painful, but there's that thing. You would say my friends were here. I took my last breath, the people who love me the most, and hope
yeah,
is at peace, man. That's all I can hope for.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Condolences to his friends and his family. It's truly a great loss to South African hip hop, or rather South African music. But yeah, it's condolences to his friends and his family, and hopefully they find strength and be able to carry on with their lives. And he left them with something special, man, because the love that he had for them, the love that he had for what he does, is truly something special and something that's going to stay with them forever. But yeah, that it's yeah, it happens. It has happened, and that's where we are today. But yeah, moving on from that, going back to the Hip Hop 50 by the Grammy Academy, which happened, I think it was on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, Wednesday or Thursday, somewhere around there. I think the biggest story that came from that, actually, two of them, is that the one is KRS One, who was basically boycotting the whole thing. So apparently, with KRS One, Zeke, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. I lost you there. Your
Oh,
network is quite bad these days. Now
okay.
you're back though.
All right, cool. So KRS One basically boycotted the whole thing. He said that it was LL Cool J who actually called him, trying to invite him
Mm-hmm.
to the whole celebration thing, and was basically begging for KRS One to be there, also calling his wife and all of that. But KRS One just said he is not going. He's not going to attend that. Now, the
And
thing,
why did it boycott it?
yeah. So the thing with KRS One is that this whole thing was organized by the Grammy Academy. Now he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. He recognizes the Grammy Academy for what it does, recognition in music, and how big of an institution it is. But his grudge was that the Grammy Academy pretty much ignored hip hop for the past 49 years, and it's only now that they want
Mm-hmm.
to recognize and celebrate this culture, this music through this thing. And I mean, like for me, it's a bit of a
Okay.
I'm split about his reasoning,
Okay.
right? I'm
Yeah.
split about his reasoning. The reason why I'm split about his reasoning is that this kind of thing is not done for any other genre, basically. Because you never hear R&B being celebrated like the hip hop 50 was being celebrated. I mean, basically any other genre. The
Yeah.
Grammy Academy does not do what it did for hip hop 50. It, I mean, you can look at the Grammys and say, well, they kind of celebrate more other genres than any other than hip hop itself. But at the same time, it's not really true because I feel like every genre is
Yeah. I wanted
given,
to say that as well.
yeah, it's given equal space on the stage. So for and my as far as his reasoning is concerned, I don't see the I don't really see why it's such an issue. Maybe because the category for rap or hip hop was added a bit later on because I think it was added somewhere in the 90s or something like that. And the Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff were the first people to win the Grammy for I think best hip hop album or something. I can't remember which. Yeah, I think best hip hop album. They're the first people to actually win the Grammy for that. But other than that, I mean, I don't see what the grudge is. I really do not see what the grudge is.
Yeah. No, same. Because I'm trying to think about it right now. I could be wrong, but I feel like hip hop and rap, especially in the states, is such a huge genre. Like
Yeah,
it's always celebrated. As I could be wrong, but then I think I don't know, man. For me, I'm not there, right? So I can't speak on their behalf.
mm,
But I really feel like it's one of the biggest genres, and I feel like the Grammys have always celebrated it and they've always rated it highly because I think I feel like if it wasn't, it wouldn't even have the impact it has all over the world.
yeah,
Because right now, the way it grew from the states. I mean, his reasoning is giving main character syndrome. I could be wrong, but when a person wants a certain recognition,
yeah. Like,
I feel like it could be that.
yeah, to be the
Or you could
basically
just say I
like
don't
this.
want to go, and that's okay. Guys, a no
Yeah,
is an answer. Because just said no. Don't give like a single excuse and everything.
yeah. Because I mean, again, I go back to his reasoning. Like his reasoning for me, does not make full sense.
Mm.
It really does not make full sense. I mean, and some of the what do you call the nominations in the past for best hip hop, they were not a true reflection of what hip hop is or what rap
Yeah.
is, and that is also true for any other genre because there's so
Mm-hmm.
much that goes into picking the nominations. I mean, first of all, the submissions for nominations, they're open to pretty much everyone. So if
Yeah.
you are in a particular genre, doing a particular genre of music, the 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 submissions are open for you to actually do that. So that part is up to the artist or record labels or management or whatever, whoever is responsible for submitting the music. And then there's the selection part. Now, the selection part, there is a panel that chooses the best in each category to say this is who we can nominate in this particular uh, category. So that is out of the hands of anybody else. It's purely the academy and people are responsible for that. And then there's the voting within that panel of people to say who wins. So, I mean, we've seen Macklemore in the past win the best hip hop album, and that was a huge robbery at the time. It really was a huge robbery at the time.
I think for me, if he said that, the reason why it does not go. Remember how Ricky was like, "My nigga, I don't want this shipping awards if you're
Yeah,
gonna buy them." You see, if he said that, if he said I'm not being a part of this because these awards are always awards and whatever, and I feel
yeah,
like they're not a true reflection of what's happening in the industry, then maybe we could agree with him to some extent, you know.
yeah,
But for him to say it's not recognized, it's giving, I don't know, man, it's lacking something.
yeah.
If
It
he said
is.
it's because awards are bought, it's valid because it happens all the time, you know. It
Yeah,
happens in a lot of countries for a lot of awards, from the summers to the Grammys to the Metros to the Mamas, like, you
yeah.
know, everywhere it happens. So I feel like if there was a reasoning, maybe, but this particular one, yeah, it's no, I'm not
Nah,
sure.
yeah. It really does not make sense. But yeah, well, for that was KRS One, and also MC Hammer, and MC Hammer also didn't want to go. He declined the invitation. Now, for Questlove said, because there was like, I think while it was happening, Questlove on Twitter opened, basically said people can ask him anything. I think he put up like, I think 50 questions, like you can answer 50 questions or something like that. So he was asked about MC Hammer, why MC Hammer was not part of the whole celebration. And his response was that MC Hammer was actually the response that hurt him the most because they
Yeah.
wanted him to open and also celebrate him and give him his flowers during that particular event, but he just said no. He said he is not coming. So according to Questlove, that's the one that hurts him the most. But other than that, the it was a huge celebration. Pretty much anyone who's anyone
It
was
was
there. And
100%.
the other thing that actually really caught people's eye was Will Smith or Fresh Prince performance as well, the Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff. That was like a 9 minute performance, almost 10 minutes. And everyone in that room was singing along. Like, doesn't matter who you are, does not matter how many Grammy awards they've won, or how much money they have, but they were singing along to Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff's music.
Yeah, I need to pick up on that.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful thing to see. Beautiful thing to see, and also did the theme song to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Hmm.
and everyone just went crazy for that
That
one.
one everyone knows, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I need to watch them because I know one thing about the internet, you always find things that even played 50 years ago.
Yeah.
I love it for myself. I'll definitely catch up on that because I hadn't gotten a chance to watch it.
Yeah. No, you should. You should because I wasn't able to watch the whole thing. So I still need to go
Hmm.
back and finish it. But yeah, it was a really beautiful thing that they put up. And still, I'm going back to the initial one that happened at the Grammy Awards this year. And the reason why I'm going back to that one is because I saw at that one Rakim was performing and that one.
Hmm.
And his sneakers, he was wearing these Air Force One sneakers, um, which was a collaboration with Gucci. Now, I'm not a person who loves like the luxury brands, Gucci and all of that.
Yeah.
But those particular sneakers, as well as the Louis Vuitton ones with Air Force One, the Air Force One and Louis Vuitton collaboration, I think those are the two sneakers that I think it's pretty much the only time
Yeah.
that I'm willing to wear like a luxury brand name, only because it's Air Force Ones. And
You're willing to part with a lot of thousands for those.
yeah. One day when I actually have the
One
money,
day.
yeah, that's when I'd actually buy those. But then I don't think I'll buy from resellers. Definitely not from resellers. Those ones will inflate the price, I think, 100 times.
I'm not doing anything reseller. I'm sorry. Nope.
Yeah.
No, I expect the inflation on those. I'm just like, I understand it's a limited edition or there's only like a few that were released, but dark tears rate me.
Yeah.
Why am I buying normal Air Force Ones or Dance for like 25K? I'm just like, damn
Like
it.
it's a crazy amount.
Let's leave it, guys. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's like all star. It's okay.
Yeah, like resellers actually where they kill it in the US. That's where a
Yeah.
lot of the guys make a lot of money because over there's a lot of money that is flying around. But in South Africa, for you to sell a pair of Jordans for 14K, like those Jordan 14s, Jordan 4s.
Jordan 4s for 40K, the off white. I'm just like, yeah, no. I don't know if Code Auto still has them, but they had them earlier, like early in the year. I saw them. They were
Yeah.
44,000 rand. Why would I drop a bag on Jordan 4 for 44? Maybe it's because I don't have it. Maybe it's because I don't have it.
It's partly that, but also I feel like when I do have the money, I don't think I'll spend that much money.
Yeah.
Even 15K for a pair of Jordans or Air Force Ones, that is not
Doesn't make
something I'll
sense.
do. Definitely not something I'll do.
Doesn't
Which
make
is
sense.
why it's great to have the Nike app. So
Yep.
yeah, it's great to have the Nike app or stay on the Nike website. So whenever they drop first and they drop there, rather buy from them because the prices should be reasonable from them.
Yeah. Like you literally made me go to the Code Auto website again. I'm just like, nah, nah. I'm seeing Jordan 4's virtual Levi's denim. 24,299.
The
24,000.
Levi's
The
denim,
Levi's one. Yeah. Like,
no,
now
it's way too crazy.
let's leave
Way
it,
too
eh?
crazy. Yeah,
But the
yeah.
cheapest Jordan 4s here are 6.5. The cheapest.
And it's not.
The cheapest
I
Jordan
forget
4s here
what
are 6.5.
I forget what. It's not the purple ones, right? Because I forget what those ones are called. Um, there's this pair that I actually like.
Okay, so the off-whites went down, the retros.
Yeah.
Mind you, they are pre-owned, no? They are now 32,999 rand.
How much?
Pre-owned. 33,000.
33.
Yes, they went down from 44. They're 33 now. Pre-owned. Not brand new, no old.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it, hey? I'd rather buy a bag or something. I'd rather buy a nice Gucci bag, Louis Vuitton bag or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I love cakes, but no.
Yeah.
You ought to have a limit.
Yeah, but the ones that I'm talking about are the Jordan 4s are the crayon purple. Yeah.
I remember those.
Yeah,
I
because
remember
those
very well.
because I'm actually looking at Farfetch. At Farfetch, they're selling them for 6.3, which is not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. But still, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, they are 7.5.
Court order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, they went down as well. They're 6.5 now.
6.5.
No,
So
they went down now.
yeah, but
okay, also no, you know how Jordans are they with the pricing? It depends on the size, remember? So the grade 2 is, yeah, the grade school is 6.5, but actually not all the grade school. I think the size UK 3.5, 3.5 is 6.5, UK 4 going up is 7.5, which is crazy because grade school it goes up to 5. So for them to start increasing the price from size 4 is crazy business.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's how I
because
always got cheaper Jordans because I'm a size 5. So I'd be within the grade school.
yeah, and I'm a size 12, so it's yeah. Being a size 12
That's like
is
15,000. Because I don't know about Jordans, it goes up by a grand with each shoe size. So if it's 6.5 for mine, if you're not for size 3, my size is 7.5. Your size is probably 11K, 12K.
yeah,
Like,
probably somewhere around there. Like
okay,
it's a crazy
nickel
it's
counter.
crazy money. It's crazy money. But
Hey,
also, I realize that being a reseller is also a very great way to wash money, even for stores like for court order. If you were to open a store like that,
you're right.
and now we are basically giving ideas for criminal activities, now that I think about it. But yeah, um,
You didn't
the
say
sneaker
anything.
reselling business, great way to wash money. It's not that we're saying that people should wash money, but yeah, yeah. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. So now I want us to actually move on to basically. Okay, this is from my last part. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I saw something over the weekend, but I didn't see anything else regarding that, right? And also, I didn't see the event happening. I think it was supposed to be Crystal and Abomakwa Umshubhelo Fest on Saturday. I think it's usually on the 16th. Then
Yes.
I think I saw a post on Facebook around the where they were talking about, unfortunately, they had to cancel and whatnot. But I didn't read the whole thing. But now I was going through Twitter earlier today trying to see if I can pick up anything, but I'm not seeing anything about it. I'm not seeing the reason behind the cancellation. I'm not seeing the date where they postponed to. Like, do you know what happened with regards to that? Because they've been consistent with, like, in the past few years.
Yeah. So I do not have the full details on what actually happened. But what I did see was Marco actually posted on Facebook, and then he took a screenshot and posted again on Twitter, saying that unfortunately they have to cancel the concert because I think there are police and politicians and other event organizers, whatever. I think it was actually called from police and um, high-ranking political figures, I guess, saying that it would be in their best interest to cancel the entire show. Now, the
Wow,
responses, yeah, the response from
that's
people,
a threat.
yeah, it's a serious threat. It's a serious threat. So the response from people from Magua's post was that apparently it also includes other event organizers in the city or in the province rather, to say that I think you need to be operating within a particular circle for your events to actually work out and for you to get support from government, I suppose. So that's basically it. So that's basically it. Like and I think
That's
it
it's so
that
wild
was
because now
supposed to happen in the
even
Northwest, right?
I'm not even sure where they were supposed to have it, but my thing is, it's so crazy how everything leads to that at this point. If you don't have certain connections, or even if it's not about connections, if you're not in the right books with other people,
Yeah,
they would just say the word and your things get cancelled. The
yeah.
fact that
Like
it's in events now, it's so crazy.
yeah, if you don't include certain people from whatever it is that
Yeah,
you're
like
doing,
they want to eat from everything.
it's crazy. It is really really crazy
Nah,
because
man.
the thing about because I understand it to be pretty much different from province to province because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's that much of a problem here in Nelspruit. Nelspruit does not really have that much of an issue when it comes to things like that. Joburg is pretty much a free for all. I mean, you can pretty much do whatever it is that you want over there, and it just happens, I guess. And then there is Northwest. Obviously, we see it happening with what Magua posted. That I think that might actually be the worst of the worst. When you are just trying to do something and then you get calls from the police and say, okay, political figures sending messages through the police that it's best that you do not hold your event. That might be very, very bad. And then we know that in KZN, or rather, it is said that in KZN, if you want to do an event, you need to include Afrotainment. We don't know how true that is, but apparently you can't just go to you can't just go to a check-in and then wanting to do something and then doesn't include the Afrotainment. You're gonna have a problem.
Nah, but that's not on because I feel like everyone is trying to make it, man. Like the same way you started, let other people start out. There's no need for you to have your foot in everything.
Yeah, like there
Basically,
really
no
is no
need.
need. There really is no need. I mean, this money is circulating. It does not really stay in the same
Exactly.
place. And an event, it is not something that happens continuously every weekend, or rather, particular events is not something that happens every weekend. It's something that is going to happen once, probably a year, and it's money that is
Yeah,
going to come back
literally.
again into the system, circulate. So there's really no need to be greedy. Like this is, I don't think this kind of greed even exists in the Bible. I don't think it existed
This is
when the
not the greed
Bible
they
was
spoke
being
about.
written. Yeah.
Because
This,
why? Like, I think they understood the numbers they're going to pull were going to be insane. So they
yeah.
wanted a piece of the pie. And if they were not included, they were like, either that or you cancel the whole thing. It sucks, man.
Yeah,
It
it
really
sucks,
sucks.
and it's unfortunate because now it is robbing the very same people in the
Yeah.
city or in the province from such a beautiful event. Because I'm always going to go back to the whole Java thing. From now on, I think I'm always going to go back to that because of how beautiful it
Mm-hmm.
was. 1020 created an incredible experience, like an experience that people will never forget. Anyone who was there
Yeah.
will never forget that whole Java one man show. And I
Mm-hmm.
think people in Durban as well, when he actually held it there, they might feel the same way as well.
Yeah.
So, like we were saying, I think last week and the week before, that we're hoping this Java takes this all around the country because every
Yeah.
single person in this country, or rather every single province in this country, its people need to experience what Java did, or
Mm-hmm.
rather what he does. So it robs people of this experience. You think about
It does.
Back to the City, beautiful experience. Like if you've been there once, you're definitely going to want to go back again. You think
True.
of Hey Neighbor, people already talking about next year. They're looking forward to the next
Yeah.
one. You can think of Cotton Fest, particularly the one in Joburg. The one in Durban and Cape Town, I don't think they're that great from what I'm seeing on social media. But the
Mm-hmm.
one in Joburg, people always want to go to that one.
Even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a great experience being part of, rather going attending these things, attending these events, and they may be life changing for some of these people because I think, like again, if you source Java, if you're a young child who loves Java and you get to see him live, you get to see him perform live for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
That is going to change your brain chemistry as a child, especially
Definitely.
if you want to go into music.
Into
If you
music. Yeah.
want to go into music and you're seeing these things, you're seeing this
It's
guy.
gonna show you that it's possible.
Yeah, like it's possible. You see this guy. You always listen to this guy's music on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
and now you get to see him live. You get to see his band on stage. You get to see his backup singers. You get to see the people that he brings on stage with him, and you get to see how the people react to this guy's music. It's mind blowing. It's going to change your brain chemistry. And you think about when you actually see a person perform live, you might not really care much about their music generally, but once you see them performing live, it changes the way that you see them. It changes the way that you now hear the music. And it's the people. I mean, these guys, whoever was booked to perform, or rather, who wanted to go to Makwa's concert, they've been robbed of an incredible experience. They've been robbed of seeing some of their favorite artists performing live in a beautiful setting, and it's a huge letdown, like a huge letdown.
It is, especially if they were trying to take it to different provinces, because not everyone is fortunate enough to have money to come down to Joburg for an event they want to attend.
Yeah.
Or go down, or go to Mpumalanga for a Shtaba concert, or go to Durban, because I remember there are people who I almost went, but unfortunately I worked that weekend for the Shtaba concert in KZN, right?
Yeah.
There are friends I know who drove down for that concert. Not everyone is fortunate enough to do that. So when you see a favorite artist bringing a concert or a festival or an event to your province, already you are elated with everything. You're just like, okay, not only am I seeing favorite artists, they bring it here. The only thing I have to worry about is literally the price ticket.
Yeah.
Yes, transport might be a cost, but maybe it's not close to home, but it's not as far as it would have been had I had to go to Joburg.
Yeah.
You know? So they took away that from the people, and it's quite unfortunate, man.
Yeah, and for some people, it's what would have been the only time that they get to see their favorite artist perform live.
Literally.
And they will never, because like, and you never really think about this. Like, I remember a couple of years ago, when I used to go to the gym quite close by, there was a kid there. He was still in high school, and while we were talking, was I think in like 17, 18, and we were talking, and we realized while we were talking that this guy has never actually left, Ematul. Like, you describe Nelspruit in town, talk about something in town, and he would not know anything about that place, about, like, and this is like 30 something kilometers away from here.
Like, the town is there.
Yes, it's right here. And then we take that, and I bring that up because I'm talking about taking that on a bigger scale. There's people who have never left the region itself, and then there's people who would never leave the province, who've never left the province itself. They only know here and whatever places that they have to go to. They never leave the province for anything else. And so there's people who are going to go there to the concert, probably going to be the first time and maybe the last time that they actually go to such a concert in their lives and see their favorite artist perform. And now they've been robbed of that experience. They'll never be able to enjoy whatever Magua and Questa had prepared for everyone that day.
Simply because of corruption and people just being greedy and politics.
Yeah, like, since it's just out of greed. And I really believe that
issues, not because of transportation, simply because of greediness and corruption.
It's a sad thing. Like, it's a really sad thing to see happen.
Especially when you look back to how they started. So, when you see people starting doing it in K1, doing it in the East, and gradually improving it for it to become such a stable, and for them to have it not taken away, but taken away this year, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually been taken away from them, more especially because it was very close to the date of the whole thing happening. Exactly. Now they've lost all that money, all the money that they've spent already. It's lost. And I feel like it was also done on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they waited for them to actually spend all this money before they made that call to say that this thing, whatever it is that you're doing, we have to stop it. I can only
not happening at all.
Yeah, I can only pray and hope that they actually had insurance for this thing, and that insurance covers such thing that they have to cancel the concert and make their money back, and maybe hopefully some profit nyana at least from it. But yeah, it's a sad thing. It's a really sad thing.
I hope next year works out for them. Wherever they decide to do it, I really hope it works out.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Because I don't think, I mean, Makwa has been through quite a lot. I don't think this will actually make him give up on the whole thing. So hopefully he'll move it maybe out of the
It's
province
driven,
or
man.
maybe
He's
to
a
a different
fighter, that
city.
one.
Yeah, yeah, he's a true fighter. Like he's a real fighter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I had. I just want to ask about that because I didn't see the reasons behind it. But now you
Oh
put
yeah,
it into perspective. Yeah.
yeah, like yeah, it's a really crazy thing. It's a really crazy thing. But yeah, for from on my end also, I don't have anything else. So we're just gonna talk about the whole thing next year. Looking forward to next year because again, this is our final episode for the year. We didn't have as many episodes as we had promised would give. We had a few weeks that we, due to circumstances, we couldn't record anything. But yeah, we're just grateful. Like again, you know, now I'm remembering what Nasty C was saying at Java's concert the other week, saying that he congratulated everyone for making it this far in the year, and also for us, and it rings true for us as well that
Yeah.
we are here today. It's been a tumultuous year, I guess. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year, but also a necessary
I don't
year.
want to say
I feel like
anything.
it's also a necessary year. I mean, we had to. There had to be a lot of learning. There had to be a lot of letting go. There had to be a lot of growth that we had to experience. But other than that, we also had some very good times over the course of the year. Yeah, we have quite a lot to be grateful for. You know, especially when you realize that even though winning, you know, winning yet the quality of life is not lost. The
Yep.
standard of life is not lost. Instead, uh, not really staying the same, but going up just a little bit, and
Okay.
realizing
Yeah.
that you can actually do as much, if not more, with a bit less than what you initially had. And that is a really beautiful. Uh, it's a beautiful thing to experience.
Yeah, man. Now, Queen has said better. The way you just, I feel like, man, I think it just put a lot of things into perspective for me right now, currently. And I'm just thinking, like, it just made me think. And I feel like a lot of us need to hear what you just said right now. Because the way you said it, you know,
Yeah.
I needed that. I'm just thinking now. Oh,
Yeah, man. But
yeah, I know.
yeah, man. But
Thank you for that.
yeah, I feel like 2024 will be a far better year for us. It
It
will
needs
be,
to. It
yeah,
doesn't have a choice.
yeah,
In
it'll be a
every,
far better year.
literally, in every aspect of it, it needs to be a great year.
Yeah,
We've
yeah, because
no, we've been dealt a plate, guys, and it wasn't a nice one.
nah, it
I
wasn't.
feel like next year we just need dessert only. Just dessert. And I don't want the main course. I just want dessert because it's rare that people get dessert wrong. They might get it wrong, but it's rare. I just
Yeah,
want sweet. I just want sweet things in life. That's all I want next year in every aspect of it. Literally, I don't want to complain.
yeah,
I think there's one thing I want less for myself next year is less complaints.
yeah. Yeah, no,
I
I
really don't
think
want to
that's going to
complain.
be the case for us. Also, and this is actually my thing. I think it's what I want to share with what I want to see happening for us. What I'm speaking into existence for us. this year, I think what in October, yeah, October was the first time that we actually recorded an episode in person.
Yeah.
With both of us being in the same place. And I feel like that opened a door for us, or rather, it was a signal that something better or something greater is coming, that we're going to be able to do this more often. So I think 2024 will be the year for us to actually do it that way. And in doing it that way, is actually what I want to share is us buying recording equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we sit here, we're actually very, very far from getting everything that we need for us to have like proper, rather high quality production. But yeah, for us, 2024, I feel like it's the year that we actually buy recording equipment.
It needs to be. And it's crazy. When you have things written down for yourself, nah?
Yeah,
Then one thing about me, mainly, is I'm a dreamer. Like, not just a person who daydreams. No, like India Popa a lot, right?
yeah,
And when you dream about something and it's just like, but why would I get there and how would I get there?
yeah,
Literally, also when I'm trying to, I dreamed we were at this huge event, right? And we were not getting an award, but we were presenting an award. And we're just in a huge F arena and people are looking at you on stage, you're presenting that award. And I literally woke up with a thing of, not me. I'm too shy for that. What would I be doing there? And the fact that what got me there is the podcast. I'm
mm,
just like, what are we going into next year? Like literally this morning, because I was struggling to sleep. I think I passed out around 3 a.m.
yeah,
When I woke up around 5, 6, that's literally the two in my head. I'm just like, well, what is this podcast taking me to? Like, where is it taking me to? Because what do you mean? I'm standing in an arena. I went on stage. I know when it's so you, even the outfit that you're wearing, it's so you. I'm just like, that is definitely me. And the reason I'm standing there is because of the podcast.
yeah,
And I'm just like, what is happening? Like, where are we going to? And I'm kind of scared because I'm just like, I feel like I'm too shy for it. I remember when I was saying that other day, I feel like I'm talkative when I've known you, like I have known you right now.
yeah,
But I'm a very shy person. And I'm just like, if you're going to be on stages like that as the Oracle, I need to be ready.
yeah,
I need to be ready.
yeah.
It's
Uh,
scary, but everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why we met. There's a reason why we started doing this.
mm,
I believe there's a reason for everything, and I believe in. And as the Bible says, when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. And I feel like when the time is right, everything is going to fall into place. We'll
yeah,
get the
no,
equipment we need. We'll be in rooms that we didn't think we'd be in. We'll be spoken about in places and boardrooms that we never thought we'd be spoken about. And
yeah, yeah,
that's
no, that,
literally what I'm seeing and feeling for the coming year.
yeah. I actually feel the same way. It's actually somewhere on my list as well. Some of those things that you actually mentioned over there, and also the recognition. I won't go into detail about about any of it, but
Yeah.
it's somewhere there. So yeah, I feel like 2024 will be an incredible year. It really will be an incredible year. I mean, the last 2 years have been. We actually were not even haven't completed a full 2 years as yet, and it's for us. It's actually quite amazing. It really is amazing when you
It
think
is.
about it. That this is the
Yeah.
55th episode, and
Mm-hmm.
you think about the people that we've spoken with. You think about the territories that we've covered. You think about the access that we have already, not to
Yeah.
people and to spaces, at only 105 subscribers, which is
Literally, I was about to go there. Wow.
like it's
People
really
have to get numbers to get. There are people who look at the numbers like, nah, I'm not doing that. But for
yeah,
us to get the people we've had, oh, oh man, it's amazing.
yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
putting
really
God in the
amazing.
forefront of everything.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And another thing where I realized, one of the reasons there's a lot of requests that we've sent out for people to come onto the podcast, and we have had a lot of rejections, and we've had a lot of non-responses, I guess, and a no response is basically a rejection. In a sense, because these people they see every message, they see every email that is sent out, but the reason why I do not take that to heart or hold a grudge against people is because I understand, there's a spiritual level to this thing where there's people who will not respond simply because we are not yet where those people are, or we are not yet where we are not yet ready to receive um, the benefits, I guess. I'm looking for the word, but to get the response that having them on the podcast or on this platform will bring. So we need to get to a certain level before we can get certain type of people. And that's not to say, Guti, the people that we've had are at a very, very low level. Not at all. Because the people that we've had already, they're the
And
reason.
vice versa, actually.
Yeah. What's that?
And vice versa, actually. They could still be needing to get to the spiritual level that we are,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. That's true. That's very true. And also, I mean, the people that we've had already on the podcast, they are essentially the springboard that we need. The springboard that we need for us to be seen and to be recognized, and also to be taken seriously
Yeah.
wherever we go. So it's it's a mix. It's a mix of saying that the oracles are here, they're doing this thing. This is where they're headed. This is the path that they've taken. And I feel like when we are at 100,000 subscribers, for instance, there are people that you do not even think about. But there's people that we've approached to be on the podcast, and at the time when you get to like 100,000, they'll forget that they won't even remember that we got in touch with them, but instead they'll get in touch with us to be on here. That's the kind of thing that is going to happen at some point. At different levels, as we grow and as we experience and see things and go places. But yeah, it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful journey that we are currently on.
It is. We're learning a lot, we're growing a lot. And one thing about me, guys, I'm a huge fan of change and growth.
Yeah,
When we always say change is the only constant, I really feel like you're not gonna grow in comfortability. You're not gonna grow in the same space.
yeah,
So you need to be uncomfortable in order for us to grow. And those non-responses or rejections, those are the things that we need also to make us grow, not
yeah,
just as individuals, but as the podcast. And I really feel like the growth that we've went through in the past year is only about to propel us into greater heights. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what 2024 has in store. Even the number, not only does it sound great, it looks great. When you sit them down, maybe it's because I'm a fan of like even numbers. It's not really
yeah,
even, but it's giving even. So I don't know, man. It's giving what I wanted to give.
yeah. Yeah, no, I really feel like I also feel like 2024 is going to be like an incredible year, because we do need those rejections for us to actually grow. If everyone said yes to us, we wouldn't be. I don't think we'll be as creative as we want to be. Wouldn't be, and wouldn't really like. Wouldn't I don't think would be down to earth. Like if everyone that we approached just said yes, it would really
Yeah,
destroy us. It would really hurt us.
literally,
So it hurts like
literally.
emotionally when someone says no, does not respond. But in reality, it's actually helping us grow. And it's reminding us that we still have a lot to learn. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to discover. And I think another thing is that one thing I think that makes us so great together, or helps us to grow so much together, is that I also love going into the unknown. Like going into a space or a time where I have no idea what's waiting for us. I have no idea what we're going to see, what we're going to experience, where we're going to go. So I love the unknown. I love discovering the unknown. So yeah. Yeah, so that's another thing that really
It's
excites me.
exciting, man. You learn a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it's another thing that really excites me. But yeah, anyway, without going on for too long, I think that is all from me.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else?
No, man, I just want to say thank you for everyone for sticking through with us throughout the year.
Yeah,
It's been a journey. This year's been long when you think about it. It's been low key
yeah,
long, but we've had the real ones doing with us. We've had opportunities that were presented to us that we didn't think there would be. We've been in spaces that we didn't think would be in, and for us to have grown in such a short space of time, it's the work is speaking for itself. The support that we get from people, the hearts that we put into this, um, is a testament of everything, And
yeah,
I really feel like next year will be even better, will be even bigger. And I'm grateful for everything we've achieved so far, and I'm really looking forward to what we're about to achieve. I just need everyone to have a safe festive season. Like enjoy to the fullest, be safe, and see each other next year, man. I need everyone back here in one piece.
yeah, yeah. There's really nothing else I can add to that, except that have a beautiful festive season, and we will see you in
Merry
2024.
Christmas.
And Merry Christmas. Well, from the oracles, that is all from us for this year, and we will see you again next year. Have a good time. Cheers.
Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Z, thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. As I said, it's
Yeah,
been a long year, low key. This year was long. Let's
it
not lie.
was.
It was long. But we're here now. What's the date? 19th of December.
Yeah.
Hope you make it to the 31st.
Now,
But I
definitely
don't know,
will.
man. I'm very, the way people have just been passing away. It's just every day, it's like, yo, thank God I'm still here. Thank God I'm still here. But yeah, I think I'm just saying for everyone, man. I just need everyone back in one piece. I feel like we've lost enough people.
Yeah.
I'm really good at not losing anybody else for a long time. I really like
No.
for all of us to grow all together.
Yeah. No, man. We'll definitely be fine. We'll be okay. And actually, now that I think about it, like Christmas is, I mean, the year is pretty much over because next week
Yeah.
Monday is Christmas. The Monday after that is the New Year.
Yeah, literally.
And just like that, the
Literally.
festive season is over. Like December really, really is quick. It
December, like,
goes by very, very quickly. But yeah,
yeah.
we'll see each other very, very soon.
Be safe when you drive down, please, for my sake.
Yeah, no, that definitely will.
Even if it needs to be a fool on the road, it's fine.
Yeah,
Being a clever on the road doesn't help, guys. People are driving nonsense. So even if you need to be a party on the road, it's okay. Be a
yeah,
party.
yeah, yeah. Because and the beautiful thing about coming up on the after Christmas, especially from this period, is that there isn't a lot of traffic going towards
Yeah.
Joburg. So it's kind of safer. And I think it'll be
Yes.
even safer after Christmas. I don't know, but
Yeah,
then
it is.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I don't know if we'll be able to see each other while I'm there, but we'll
Mm-hmm.
definitely talk.
We'll try. We'll definitely try.
Yeah, yeah, definitely we'll try. Z, have a wonderful evening. and we'll talk.
Thank you so much.
All right.
You too. Good night.
Bye.